Good morning. It's Lucy, and I'm bringing you this very special collection. I call it very special because not everyone has a collection for Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. And when they do, it's just a few pages, not that many. It looks like Crafter's Companion has gone all out, and they're bringing us this huge Day of the Dead collection. It's by Sheena Crafts, but it's put out by Crafter's Companion. Right now, scrapbooking.com has the mega pack, which is what I've got, I believe, for $49.99. It's usually $118, so it's like over 50% off. And also right now, I just looked, and they have a 15% off coupon at scrapbook.com. Not to say one of your favorite retail stores may carry it, okay? So, but just this is where I got it. And I haven't done a Day of the Dead album since I did that one right there, okay? And it's on my videos. The uniqueness of this one is that it's done by, I used a Frank Garcia Memory Hardware album and I painted it black. But what I did that's very unique that I don't think I've seen anybody do is, it was my husband's idea. He said, you have a lot of those, you bought a lot of those straws, why don't you attach some to the spine? So lo and behold, I attached them to the spine to make it even more festive. I guess I could have put black distress ink on that to make it not so noticeable, right? But okay, but I did do this, which is very unique. And you could do it for other, I have some patriotic straws that I want to do an album for like the 4th of July with, or Veterans Day, something like that. But anyway, I picked these up at Target. I mean, you can always pick up the paper flowers in different colors because Target and many other stores, big box stores, does carry Day of the Dead items. And I think that's where I got this. This is from a cover of something because it's hard cardboard, and I just cut it out and used it as the cover along with raising some glitter paper there. But anyway, I digress. I haven't done anything with Day of the Dead since then. And so I was really excited by this collection. I said, okay, I'm getting it. It looks colorful. I didn't see page by page or anything like that. But I'm going to give you guys the page by page on it. It comes with, the Mega Bundle comes with a 6x6 pad, which is this one. You can kind of see the patterns there. But I'll show you the 12x12 at the end, or kind of towards the end, okay? It does come with several dies. One of them is this one. It's real pretty. It's like, I think it's, what is that one? Is that the girl? No. This is the girl, and she's playing a musical instrument. And then you've got this. I think this is the male with the swirlies in the background. So you've got that one. And then you've got, and here's the back. So you can see the back. Gives you ideas too of how to use it. So there might be more ideas in if I look up the barcode and get into that, I might see, or on scrapbook.com they may have different ideas. But I want to make another one of these, but a little bit larger, maybe like an 8x8. Okay, so it does say Crafter's Companion here in the back. So I've got these two dies. Oh no, these are stamps. These two stamps. Now, does it include the die? I don't know. I haven't opened it to see. I don't think it does. I think it's just the stamp. Let's see. Yep, it's just the stamp in there. So you get the stamp. You get this one. You get a stamp of this marigold. Oh no, this is a 3D embossing folder. Boy, wake up. 3D embossing folder. It's beautiful. It's right here. Of the marigold, which is the traditional flower for Day of the Dead. And then you have all these words. Always and forever, life is a dance. Lost in music, life is a celebration. It is a lot about music, okay? So it's part of the culture there. So you get the 3D embossing folder, and you get this sugar skull. It's the stamp and the die. On this one, it's the stamp and the die. And there's the sugar skull there. It doesn't need to have the hat. You can do something else with it. But here are the pieces that come with. Okay, so you get the sugar skull. And you get a vellum pad. And the vellum pad has all these vellums. And I'll show them to you after I show you the collection, because I did pull them out. But it has 24 sheets. And I believe they're 8 by 8. These are absolutely gorgeous. Wait till you see them. They're beautiful. And you get this luxury mixed card, and it's paper, and it's 24 pieces, 3 colors, 8 of each. 8 of each of these colors of paper come with the collection. And I ordered the collection, and I also ordered an extra pad. So I ordered 2 of the 12 by 12 pads. Okay, I ordered 2 of these. And put one aside. Go with the open one. So this is the one that I have open. And I'm going to move this. Hopefully I won't spill my coffee there. So I'm going to show you the colorful. This is a lot more colorful than the one I used. Okay, and more traditional. Okay, so I really love this one. Isn't that gorgeous? That is just, to me, spectacular. I love the sugar skulls, the 2, and a peek of another one here. I love that it has candles, which are big because we build altars to our dead, okay? There's nothing unchristian about it. We just build an altar, okay? And we put our dead there just as a remembrance. Not as a worship, but as a remembrance of them, so that we can share stories of our ancestors with our children, so that our children will not forget maybe they didn't meet their grandparents or great-grandparents. And this is a segue to these people have died. All of them, that's a part of life, is dying. And maybe that'll be easier for them when their pets die, you know. But anyway, the conversation is, you know, these are our ancestors, and these are some stories of our ancestors, and we'll share stories of them. And so that's what Dia de los Muertos is all about. It's about remembering. Okay, if anything, it's about remembering them, and that's what it's about. And so this is beautiful here. I love this very traditional type banner. The crosses, to associate it with a Christian cult, Christianity. Okay. And then there's 4 of each of these, I believe. Here's the back to that one. Looks very pretty. And then another one. That's here. Another one, and another one. Yes, 4. And then here's the next one. This is absolutely beautiful too. I don't think I'll see anybody else doing a reveal on this. So you're getting a shot at it here. And this is what it is. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the deep colors. I love the yellows are absolutely beautiful with some green and pink on them. This is very, very pretty. I love the way they did that, you know. And the back to this one is very pretty. There it is there. Look, there's even feathers in there. If I bring it close, there's even feathers in there. And there's greenery. So there's 4 of those. Then we have this one that has the music notes. It's very, very pretty. And what I didn't get at first glance was these sugar skulls here, the outline of these sugar skulls. That's absolutely beautiful. And I love the peacock, the use of the peacock feathers. And the colors, the teals, brings the teals in. These are very pretty. Love it, love it, love it. The candles, everything. That's just beautiful with the music background. That's just, I'm in love with this paper. And the back of it is music notes. There it is there with the orange and pink. And then there's, 4 of those. And the next one is also a yellowish, but it's also a green, okay? It's more of a yellow-green color, but it's very pretty with that pattern on it. What is that called? A harlequin pattern with the long elongated diamonds like that. Let me step back so you can see the entire page. There's the entire page. Again, it's got the candles. Does this page have sugar skulls? I don't think so. I don't see one. But it's not all about that, right? And here are some, it looks like the outline, the gold outline of other flowers. This is really pretty. And the back to it is that harlequin pattern. That's pretty. And then, of course, you've got 4 of those. And then you've got one that's primarily green, also with that pattern on it. But it's beautiful. And it does have the outline. It does have the sugar skulls. There we go. Some of the banner sheets down here. The flowers, the marigolds, and the banner. Look at the banner. It's pretty. So it's got that. And the back to that is this, which is absolutely beautiful. And then there's 4 of those. And you get this one, which is more of a blue. But I love the flowers. And look at all the sugar skulls on the bottom, all the way across. That's absolutely beautiful. I just love this collection. It's because there isn't anything else like it out there. You're not going to find. If you do find a Day of the Dead collection, let me know about it. Reminisce might do one with just a few sheets, not that many, and maybe just one of each or whatever in a pack. Reminisce may do something, but I'm not sure. And sometimes they don't. Okay, not every year. But here it is. But it's not this. Whatever they do, it's not this. You're not going to get all this. This is beautiful. I'm going to be hard pressed on what to use and what to cut up. I'll probably keep 1 sheet. Well, I've got 2 books, right? I don't have to be so stingy. I could go crazy on and decorate. There it is. It's the same one. I just wanted to show you the back. And then, let's see, 1. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Here's the next one. And this is different with all the candles on the bottom. And I see no sugar skulls on this one either. Sometimes, I don't know, sugar skulls may be frightening to kids, right? So maybe you don't want a book that has them. There's plenty of pages in here not to have to use the ones that do have the sugar skulls, if you want to do that. If you want to go colorful and no sugar skulls, that's fine. But it's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Look at all that it's got going on in that corner. All the plants. This is different plants. It's really pretty. Did I show you the back to the other one? That's what it was. And the back to this one is this. There's enough to build an album just with the backs. They're so pretty. But if I do an 8x8, I'd have to cut down some of this, you know. And I want to use some in my Ancestry album. I have an Ancestry album and I do want to use some of these. Okay, let's see what's the next pattern. Okay, so we've got, here's the next one. Now this is more of a darker green. It's absolutely beautiful too. And there is only one sugar skull, and it's right here. And it's not very scary, right? It's very playful, which is nice. It's not like a real skull, like Halloween skull. Because your ancestors aren't made to scare you. Here's a piece of another sugar skull right there. But it's very pretty. Love the roses. This is more roses. Like orange rose. I love the, oops, sorry, I hit the phone. But that's very pretty. Here's another one. Oh, here's the back of that one. And here's another one that does the green. And this is more of a Kelly green, not as dark as the other one. But look at the top. Look at the banner up there. Oh, that's beautiful. Candles. Beautiful. Right here, you could just, if someone wanted to make a card, you could make one out of just those roses and the candles right there. I mean, there's enough in the corners. You can make cards out of this. And the back to this is this. And it's real pretty. It's got like a light outline of flowers. Okay, I think there's only one more. Yep. This one we just saw. Yes. Okay. So this is the next one. The very last one. So there's plenty of patterns in here and 4 of each sheet. So that's really nice. So there's this. The banner is really a different type of banner. It's more of an elongated, like tapestry kind of banner. And then there's another banner, more traditional type. And then, you know, the lights, the festive lights, all the way across here. See? Festive lights. And then the flowers. You get a couple of sugar skulls in that corner. That would be a beautiful front page there. If you're going to do that's a beautiful front page there. Yeah, pretty. And then this side has the peacocks. And here's what this looks like overall. There it is. And that's what you get in this. And there's the back to it. Now, I told you there were vellum, and I want to show you. So I want to show you, the vellum's 8x8, and I'm going to show you because it looks better against the white. So that is that last one that we saw, the last pattern that we saw. So there's six patterns of these, and they're miniatures of some of the patterns you just saw. And these are vellums. See? You can see right through my hand. But they're thicker vellum. Not thin vellum, but a little tiny bit thicker. There's that one. that vellum right there. And then this one right here. The back, of course, is like that. Really light. And then this one. Did we have one with purple? I thought it was a different color, maybe red. So maybe they're not exactly the same. And last but not least, this one. Yeah, they may not be the exact same. Kind of like the same pattern, but a little bit different. There's that one. So that's the Day of the Dead collection. And again, I have the 6x6. There was no 8x8. Darn, I wish they would have had an 8x8 in this. Would have been the perfect size. But it's absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I bought 2 of these. It's at scrapbook.com. I have picked out some others. Like every once in a while, there's a single sheet of something related to Day of the Dead. And I have picked those up. So I do have like a little stash going of single sheets of Day of the Dead stuff. But, and like for this book, I didn't use oh yes, I did use a Day of the Dead collection. Let me show it to you. It was from a long time ago. See, there's the cover to it. Day of the Dead, that's 1 page, which is real pretty because it shows a female, but her face is painted, right? And that's from the collection. These are from the collection. I think this one's still sold on scrapbook.com. I think it's back in stock. But we have this one. That one, these are from that collection. See, I found this collection in Carlsbad, New Mexico, in a tiny little scrapbook shop. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was surprised. There it is again. Had this paper go with it. These are from the collection too, as well. Anyway, didn't mean to show you the book, but I wanted to show you that collection. And then this is from just paper that I had, right? That I added to it. Some of them are, and so is this one in the back. It's from the same one as that other one. Same collection that I had, but it wasn't Day of the Dead. But to me, it was inspired by, you know, it felt like a day, it could be used for a Day of the Dead because it had the colors, the bright colors. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and maybe think about doing something from Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead is the first few days of November, November 2nd. They celebrate it like November 2nd, 3rd, 4th, right there. It's celebrated with food and music and trips to cemeteries to find ancestors and to take them flowers. Again, family. It's all about family. And I hope you liked it, and maybe you're inspired to do something. This holiday is always included in my November daily. It usually starts with it. So the first few days are inspired by Day of the Dead. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoy this collection.